Nsem-Pii TV nie.
Mema wako na Nsem-Pii MPP communicators ne baako wode to dwa efa eye Ablekuma North abato a ebekoso nyamboa wochena watimu akwa bi na wobekai say yeto abawiye na Parliament Efred Deputy Commissioner of the Electoral Commission eye Dr. Bossman Asare okopim ho no Nsem-Pii ekoso ho ene say wasi Ablekuma North abato empesu anoso no aka just 3 polling station was say electoral commission decided no say o ma akoto no foforo ana say wo mo betimu ahwede o mu anya no o betimu e declare the wawene na eba ne sen any free 3 polling stations na akakodri 19 polling station owura no atimu achechensemu a watimu apesempesemu na Ghana fo nyina ene Nsem-Pii TV ebe ya adwen say ukoduru Ablekuma North a eye seat ya eye MPP ama yikono strong seat ya NDC ama yikono enya wenes seat ni da na yanko na ensem a owura yi wode to dwa na NDC ama yiko sesei enrada High Court etimu ede just 24 hours wotimu reject wo injunction application no ehun sem nyina no kwan ya efa so na ba ye nyina no abrante no watimu adomoso kwa Nsem-Pii TV yesoso yede bi beso yere tifo enti yenkomra yeba ensema hodo agopron so bia no yebesan e de kan atifo ho.
Rerun. Your party and your general secretary yesterday or so, even before yesterday, there was a NEC meeting called by your second vice chair, Sir Mobabe meeting, NEC Fokoye meeting on this same issue. Then we had press conference coming from general secretary saying, say, Oma rejected. And then we find the candidate herself also going to court. Say, or the AAEC Konanka, Sebiu, Nkayentri, elections, and so kakra. Court, Anjiantum, 11th is tomorrow. Mobeko, Anamonko. What is really happening with the MPP? 10 minutes. As you say, mo baby, na mo ye, na mo mobeko monko bisano. Na mwa masa aye twa mo ha san kwa monitor aye printing
na menchia ahwefo na atifo kuma North constituency elections interview awoni maji ya na on say NDC political party kwajo
mitiopa
o ma ya amanyoko bi a o te o mase enye yo. Sometimes I know they forget say enipa bia what we assume say we live with principle. I say we live with integrity. MPP as a political party, Sebi Ablekuma North is one of our strongholds. Since time immemorial, MPP has been winning this constituency. But you see, as a party, we are very much concerned about the kind of precedent electoral commission or setting. Shebra, the danger of this decision in say and Makan on several platforms. We are just not looking at the elections, say a yabato and a yakoto, but near a country in say any sign and send a while be chat to one and say or chinabini yabatwa. Now it is no longer going to be contest of ideas be moved. Se me a candidate na me opepa se was me person me MP and I'm a president. Makwaju me nkon ko boka bia nko develop constituency no enko tue school fees enko sisi school dan enko si ayaresa bia ne sa na ma no. Messe sanade akwa kogu ba bi ne mapem rantie o mabetre soso. Na se yeto aba ne wie ne ye coalition na mehwe na me wia. Na mama me mrantie no mate o magum. Na o makotete penshit mu. Na o makosai niema. Yewia mitiye ye na me political party winia na yakoka kire yi say elections na yakọ ye na kura na yenkoye na fufuro. That is the danger in this decision. And MPP, that is what we are concerned about. That's what we are concerned about, because clearly Ablekuma North constituency as at the time of year first coalition, MPP candidate Honorable Akuya Friye won the constituency election. he was voted for by the majority of the people with 414 votes difference. Sure, Honorable Akrefi, out of the 181 pink sheets, she was able to protect, or she was able to take custody of about 171 out of 181. So what was left? And I say 10 out of the 10, a move for a bra Accra High Court. A share is some recollation. You see, because of NDC to trust some in any basabasa course, you know, Senate did not have a pink sheet, so they have to request for those 4 pink sheets, no, to support the coalition and on somewhere. And to among 4, now 6. Meanwhile, we had all the scanned copies of the 100 and 281 pink sheets. At that MPP first and from our party headquarters, we projected this resource. There are several constituencies. The EC has to or had to rely on scanned copies of pink sheets to make declaration. Was that not the case? Dominic Abenya is a classical example. There are several constituencies NPP could have challenged the outcome of the results or the determination by the EC, because clearly EC, because of chaotic situation across, in most of these places the EC didn't have the pink sheets. But NPP felt that we needed not to take the people for ransom. That was never going to be the last elections in this country. So, out of respect, our party and democracy, out of respect, our party MPP, and electoral processes and systems, out of respect, our MPP, Ghana for a sell my dad yet to aba. Yes, no, Yamanenka. You be funny say any man na shiegu. You be pre chini akwako shishani yamani. So places be brewa MPP could have challenged the outcome of the elections. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. We were never bad losers. At the time, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, His Excellency, Ebabe conceded defeat. That is a good team spirit. And I say, Sebi, we obia odo omayi. The sanity, the peace, the democracy of this republic. This is how you behave. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, looking at the results of our neighbor, was no, and that statement, that timely statement, there are two schools of thoughts. Ebinumfi said it was too early for His Excellency to make a declaration, because after Obekasa, and now we witnessed that turn of events, we realized that security phone now we're backing off. So places be an coalition hasn't been completed, and MPP leading the NDC started using Buga Buga. That is one school of thought. But the others also believe, say, that timely intervention is saving a lot. A bogana, the democracy in home buying, a bois a because tension a building. Ebiananka, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, I may accept it earlier and can do have a bribeba. So His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, put Ghana ahead of the personal interest. And that is how a good leader must behave. And I know someday Ghanaians will remember him for doing that. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo exhibited that in 2012. And it paid off in 2016. You must place the country ahead, irrespective of personal determination and interest. And that is what Dr. Muhammad Bawumia did. Party for Bebre had their disagreement with him. Yes, it is true. So my NDC4 became emboldened. Security for became helpless because at that point Obi Abona Juma Hobai. Even with that Quran, we've still witnessed Nyakoso Omayim. The issue of Ablekuma and yet different from other constituencies, now they scan copies and they make it determination. Then again, another position of MPP, and he said already there is a court order. When he did in and he could not go there. Meaning, if indeed we are so serious as Omaya, by now I was saying EC should have been cited for contempt.
Well, the January 4th one.
Yes, because when that mandamus application was filed, what was the ruling of the court?
Go and declare.
Go collate and declare.
Yes.
Very clear and simple.
Yeah, but they are telling you, say, Yanko declare at their court is Yanko, you know. People don't have verification. Your presiding officers claim that there's no verification to these things. So how do I declare something that is not authentic? How do I do it? There
have been sequence of events right from 7 December, right? In all of the EC public statements, in all of the EC's correspondence, in all of the information shared by the EC, at what point in the EC catch anything different from the 3 outstanding polling stations on my ETS, to the extent that the deputy commissioner, Dr. Bossman Asare, when he appeared before Parliament, and don't forget, Parliament is a house of records, and he was on oath. What was his position? He admitted that we have 3 outstanding polling stations yet to be collated and declared. What do you know? When these NDC hooligans create confusion led by the original organizer, Samuel Tete, the EC director of operations, even cited the NDC regional organizer and the constituency organizer of Ablekuma as people who lead this chaos. Which of them have been taken by the police? Which one of them was even cautioned by the police?
But has the MPP official also make a complaint?
As the MPP officially make a complaint?
So
when somebody initiates, so Obi initiating public disorder, this will be a complaint. And the police now say Obi Twito ebe jina ha fire warning shot. This will be a complaint and the police are taking action. No, this did happen. Just right,
the full glare of the security
of the security and everybody. So you don't expect anybody to come in. You see, they are only enjoying themselves now because, or they've been left off the hook because their party is in government. Oh yes, of course, their party is in government. It is there should have been an arrest. And a body mandated by law. So on the organizing elections no babontre ebe mention specific names say they are those that led the attack complain baby na wo hwehwe who take us me ha so bi bebura ha ebe ye mensem bese mo niam wa ha na wo as bra kwadwu a wo na wo ye Kesme morning show host wo trafidi so bobo DB complain be na chance a complain no information be na chance a information no. But the police are pretending as if said nothing happened.
But is it not the same
simply
process?
Because it's in power?
Is it not the same process in Ankaube use when, for instance, scan sheets here and there issues, and all that? This is a may verification. Yet, more candidate court to really contest it. Is that the same process you would have used on the security?
You see, MPP were in court. Were in court one to remind the EC that there's a pending order.
Yeah, which is the 4th January one. Yes,
we were in court.
Go collate and declare.
We were in court to set the record straight that the MPP do not countenance on illegality, and it is forever going to remain on record that MPP we were against the decision by the EC. We were against that illegality the EC intend to perpetrate,
and yet you were part of the APAC meeting.
APAC meeting is just to afford you the platform to
have 11th
the
July
APAC meeting. APAC meeting, that meeting they are saying say we in we are supposed to rerun 19 police station. It is never true. MPP never supported the idea of the rerun. MPP, we've maintained our position that we have won the elections.
And George, I don't know the first meeting and the last meeting, the last APAC meeting. The last APAC meeting.
They've met with the two parties, and that we have resolved saying run of the next. When that meeting was held, the NDC's position was that 34 polling stations have to be rerun. The MPP's decision was that we have won the elections and that we wanted the EC to implement or execute the orders of the court. The orders of the court are unambiguous. It was so clear. Was it collate and declare? And in any case, in which part of our laws, NMA EC crime, so we declare rerun of an election, a public elections. We are. It was a county, no make a declaration. Ghana Hamrabe and NMA EC that to me. So even if the EC feels because of some circumstances, there's the need for a rerun of an election, the EC must go to court for court to direct.
Okay,
EC so
the MPP is saying they won.
Of course,
our position declare as winners and
based on the results that is there.
Yes, but who should declare? At the end of the day, why they declare somebody a winner? Is it not easy?
Yeah, officially easy. But elections are a public exercise. Right? So you collate the figures. Sometimes
provisional results.
Yes. But in most cases, no. Those provisional results, where do you generate the information from? Is it not from the polling stations?
Yes.
And generating from the polling stations.
Yes.
So in every election, we have all been my 2-term elected assembly member, my presiding member for an assembly. Ababia election be albekobiano. You get to know the outcome even before the official declaration.
It's provisional
it's MPP, no, we collected our results. No, I'm telling you, and I even
so your provisional results says
indicated that we won by 440.
But EC has not given you the final declaration on that.
EC said that pending the collation of 3 upstanding polling stations. So we were expecting, say EC collated the 3 upstanding polling stations and come out with the official declaration.
All right.
But that wasn't what happened.
Okay.
But you see, the NDCs today, EC suddenly are better sure about farm home. And they are celebrating the EC.
That double standard you claim, and then again, say indeed, someone say, why do you have a certain George Nkrumah going there to even, his signature, and we'll put it on TV for everybody to see, say, what sign it and all.